Now, thanks so much for staying with us. And the recovery doesn't stop at our shores. The Jamaican diaspora has been rallying in a big way, sending supplies, funds, and plenty of love home. Joining us via Zoom is Commissioner of Tamarack, Florida, Marlon D. Bolton. He's been leading relief efforts to help communities hardest hit by Hurricane Melissa. Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, TK. How are you?
Well, I am well, I'm blessed, and I want to find out from you, Commissioner. You represent so many Jamaicans who, you're away, but you're hearing the news about what's happening in Jamaica. What was it like for you to experience this hurricane as a Jamaican living outside of Jamaica? What was the entire experience like for you?
Nerve-wracking, to say the least. I heard horror stories about Charlie and about Gilbert, and we heard about Gilbert being a Category 3 hurricane. And when I heard that this hurricane would be Category 4 or Category 5, it was just a sinking feeling. And so I checked on my parents, my brothers, my sisters, my mom. I have family still living in Jamaica, friends, and so forth. And they were all panicking. But all we had to do was try to prepare the best way that we could. I could just think about the country at large, our tourism sector, as well as people who would have lost everything. It was just a time of depression, to say the least, in my heart.
Yeah. Well, Commissioner, you've always been so closely tied to us here and doing so much. What's happening on your end now as it relates to efforts around Hurricane Melissa?
Certainly, there are cities around the city of Tamarack that are doing the same efforts as we are. We are collecting supplies to be deployed to Jamaica. So we're talking about sleeping bags and tarps and tents, food supplies, medical supplies, first aid kits. Pharmaceutical supplies, all sorts of hurricane supplies, as you can think about. So in the city of Tamarack, we have about 6 locations collecting these items. And then on November 5, we'll also have a day of action at the community center from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., where residents can bring in their supplies so that we can get them to the island of Jamaica. And of course, we also started an online link on Amazon where people from around the world, not just in Tamarack, can go onto Amazon and purchase supplies. It goes directly to a warehouse here. And then we get to go through all the logistics to send it to Jamaica. So we're doing that. Of course, we have a big partnership with the richest born Jamaican woman, Dr. Trisha Bailey, who has come alongside us and some local charities here, like Get Vision International Missions. And we are putting our efforts together to send money, remittances, as well as supplies to Jamaica. No, I sit on the board of the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, so we have some connections with cargo planes and aircrafts. So we have our shipment firstly going to Jamaica on November 10th. We're working with the Office of Disaster and Emergency Management in Jamaica, as well as Jamaica Customs, to get all of the products into Jamaica. So it's a big operation that we're doing here in the city of Tamarack and Broward County in general. The mayor of Lauderhill, Denise D. Grant, is also from Jamaica. So she's assisting in a very big way this initiative as well. So it's a community initiative. It is a unified effort, not just the city of Tamarack, but cities around South Florida as well.
So, you mentioned the day of action. Take me through that. So, Jamaicans, or not Jamaicans, but anyone is able to bring in things, they're able to volunteer. Tell me a little bit more about the day of action.
So the day of action on November 5th from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. will be at our Tamarack Community Center. And so we have put out a call to action. We have a list of things that people can bring. We're not going to accept pre-loved items, but we're going to accept new items to send to the island of Jamaica. And so there are residents who are already going online, right? Buying some of those supplies as well as on their own going into the supermarket or different stores to buy the things. They'll bring it to the Tamarack Community Center. And then one of the requirements of the Jamaica Customs is that we have to make sure that we take an inventory of all of the products that we're getting, send the list to the customs in Jamaica ahead of time so that they know exactly what is coming in. And so we have people on the ground, logistic managers, as well as local charities. We are coordinating with the Johan Blake Why Be Afraid Foundation there in Jamaica to make sure that they are the Jamaican leg of this project. So from here, the city of Tamarack gets these items or get funds. We send it to a local charity here, and then the local charity coordinates with the local charities in Jamaica. Just a little bit of legal red tape there, but we want to make sure that the supplies and our donations get to Jamaica. So we did not want to go through some big bureaucratic organization where perhaps the donations would get there but not get there in time. We want to make sure that our donations get there almost immediately.
Commissioner, it's people like you who really step up to the plate, places like Tamarack, places like Lauderdale, places like Florida, and there's so many Jamaicans across the island who I know are rising to the occasion to help us in this dire time. Thank you so much, not just for all you do, but also for being right here with us on Sunrise this morning. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's always my pleasure, TK.
Many thanks to Commissioner Marlon D. Bolton of the city of Tamarack, Florida. We appreciate the continued support and love. Stay with us. More love coming to you from here in Sunrise after this.